Hello everyone. I just wanted to share a short video because I was thinking since yesterday when I talked about healing and the manifestation of miracles that I have been told a story years ago by the founder of the kinesiology system I worked in, Gordon Stokes. And this story was so impressive that I kept it in my memory. And it is about the power of manifestation. And you can either manifest from fear, as we all know, or from love. And most of the time, if it's subconscious, we are creating, if we are experiencing something in our life we don't want, we are creating from fear. And there was quite an example he told us that happened, I don't know how many years ago in the United States. Two men have been accidentally locked in a freezing truck. And they have been locked there for, I think, one night, 12 to 14 hours. And when they were found, they have been frozen to death. And you might think now, but there's nothing curious about that. If the temperature is so low, the body cannot hold, the body has to give up at one point and die. But the curious thing is that the temperature wasn't below zero because the cooling system somehow didn't work. And what the two men probably, it's just a speculation, the press had, of course, it was everywhere in the newspaper, that they have thought themselves and feared themselves to death. Because, of course, apparently they were kept in a frozen truck, which usually has freezing temperatures. I don't know how much below zero. And they expected that they are going to die. And they have to die. And nobody, of course, knows what actually happened. But when they have been examined by a pathologist, they had all the freezing to death symptoms you are having when you have experienced this below zero temperature for too long and the body couldn't keep alive. So Gordon said, and I remember very well, just think for a moment if what you can create and where your focus goes is so powerful that you can even die even when the circumstances are not for the body, for the physical body, necessarily to be in the process of dying or to die. So, long story short, he said, if you can create that powerful, sense of, or that powerful fear that you are dying now, and this fear actually is killing you, and it's not the freezing temperature, which was actually not there, how and what can you use this focus for to heal or to create anything you wish for, anything in your life? And I just remembered that yesterday when I talked about, the healing frequencies and the miracles that can happen. That actually was a miracle too, because they died and they wouldn't have needed to die. So it was a miracle, but in a sense of, miracle, you connect with there's something positive coming out for you. So this was just an example for what your fear and your focus. And I actually have a personal experience. One family member I had, she had so many illnesses and she was really sick most of the time I knew her. And then when she was already around 80, she thought, oh my God, so many people around have cancer, and I'm so fearful of getting cancer too. But she had, her spine was broken. She had a spine operation. She had everything you can imagine, but not cancer yet. And guess what happened? I think 1 or 2 years, I think 1 year later, after she actually spoke of the fear of getting cancer too, she had intestines cancer, and she had to have an operation where they put the cancer out. And it makes me sad, actually, to tell you that, because so many people are trapped in this fear of getting sick, of dying, of losing all their money, of losing all their loved ones. And by fearing it, there goes so much energy in it. And then the focus is just on, the bad outcome. They don't want, but they give their energy there. So it creates, because that's the universal law, as far as I believe and I have seen in my life. And this is why I'm making this video, and this is why I'm sharing this, and this is why I'm, starting to work again after I paused for quite some time to have a lot of self-healing and self-conscious development to share with people in programs and in one-on-one sessions. The miracle, the frequency of miracles, they are the frequency of magic, the divine frequency, the frequency of word and thought. It made me sad all my life to see that it came true for the people around me, that what they thought and what they feared manifested itself. And it did also for me, actually, of course it did. And just by being more aware of what you're thinking and what you give your energy in. And that's also why I call, my calling is soul sparkle. The sparkles, follow your sparkles and your joy, and give the focus. For God's sake, put the focus where your, where your light is, where your bliss is, where your joy is. Create from that space. And of course we need to examine the subconscious stuff, but I can tell you from experience that the more you put your focus in, what is it gives me the highest joy sharing here in this world, because each and every one of us is here for a reason. Where's the joy? And we follow that. Where's the miracles? Where's the wonders? Where's the divinity we are? So this I wanted to share for today. And have a wonderful day.